changed.
Ain't nothing
You can trust the
changed.
Swearingen name. Go out and vote, Janet Swearingen, Washington.
For District
Ain't
4.
nothing changed. You can trust the Swearingen name. Go out and vote, Janet Swearingen, Washington. Down in District 4, Swearingen running again. The Swearingen name you can trust the way it's always been. Working for the people is what Janet would do. Vote Janet Swearingen, Washington, we counting on you. I know you're happy with the move made in District 4. Vote Janet Swearingen, Washington, and keep getting more. Candidate for the people, you can't go wrong. Make the right vote now and legacy lives on. Ain't nothing changed.
Ain't nothing
You can trust the
changed.
Swearingen name. Go out and vote Janet Swearingen, Washington.
Swearingen, Washington.
Ain't nothing changed. You can trust the Swearingen name. Go out and vote Janet Swearingen, Washington.
Paid for by the committee to elect Janet Swearingen, Washington, City Council District 4, Juliet Whitell Pittman, Treasurer.
This is Thaddeus Matthews, and I'm here with Levon. You told me that you've been suffering from erectile dysfunction for how many years?
Almost 10 years.
It hadn't been working properly for 10 whole years.
That's right.
Tell me what happened, man.
When I bought some of the Erector coffee,
Yeah.
and they cured me.
Wait a minute. You bought some Erector coffee,
Yeah.
and the problem that you've had for 10 years
Went away.
was cured
It went away.
with one cup of coffee?
One cup.
How long did it take for you to feel the effects?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
That's right.
And now you can have sex whenever you get ready.
That's right.
How did your wife feel when you took the Erector?
Surprise.
10 whole years.
10 whole years.
So you're telling my audience that Erector really works.
It really worked.
Yours wasn't working for 10 whole years correctly.
That's right.
And you took one cup of coffee,
One cup.
of the Erector coffee,
Yeah.
and now it's working.
It's working.
You've been using these Viagra's.
Viagra, which I'm finna throw away now.
You're going to throw these Viagra's away.
On my way.
Was there any side effect?
Yeah, on that.
Side effects with Viagra? But did you have any side effects with the Erector?
No whatsoever.
Would you recommend that any man that has an erectile dysfunction problem get him some Erector?
I will advise them to do it now.
This man's not ashamed. He had a problem for 10 years having an erection. One cup of Erector coffee, and now he's a happy man. How many days will it last for you?
3 days.
You sure you done worked it for 3 days?
3 days.
3 days it worked for you?
That's right.
And you finna go and get you something now, ain't you?
Still going strong.
Still going strong. That's Yvonne. And we're gonna make sure that you stay erect with Erector.
Get it, y'all.
If your soldier won't study war no more, I mean your erection is dead. Well, for $10, go by Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd, and let it live once again.
Hi, my name is Zoe Walls, and this is my dad, Tony Walls, the owner of Shop and Save, and we would like to personally thank you for 25 great years of service.
When you're looking for the best soul food in town, the only place to come, whether you're in South Memphis, whether you're in North Memphis, in fact, it's worth driving all the way across town. Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd, where you can get some of the best food, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, right here. In fact, I think I'm gonna take time out right now and give me some turkey wings, give me some candy yams, give me some of them northern beans, give me some of that cobbler. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, you need to do just like me. Come on down to Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd, celebrating 25 years of doing business in the hood.
Welcome to Shop and Save, where we hope to keep your appetite just right. Jump before 8, don't be late. I'm Rita Lachey. I stay in Memphis, I don't play in Memphis. We appreciate you being. Come and see me. Come on down.
Hey you, this is Zeb, owner of Final Credit Solution. Have you heard about those credit repair companies that's just taking people money and not providing results? Or maybe you heard about people having these straight up crazy stories from these credit repair companies. Well, we are completely different. We will do your credit repair for free until you see results, then you pay us. And we have affordable fees, as low as $39.99 a month. So if you really want to get results, you're trying to get a new house, maybe get a new car, refinance bad debt, it's time for you to go to our website, fcsfinalcreditsolution.com, or just give us a call, 901-450-4665. We work with anybody all over the country, and we're looking forward to helping you better your credit.
For $39.99 a month, you too can be on a path of accomplishing all of your goals that you had set for 2022 going into the new year, okay? So what I want you to do is visit our website, fcsfinalcreditsolution.com. Take a look at all of our reviews, all of our testimonials, then fill out an intake form so we can get in contact with you and personally help you on your new credit repair journey.
Did you know that anyone that is charging you for credit repair in advance is scamming you and breaking the law? Call the expert, Final Credit Solution. Call now, 901-450-4665, anywhere in the country.
Hi, I'm Mayor McClendon. Over my first 3.5 years, West Memphis have grown more than any time in our city's history. With over $1 billion in capital investment, including 2,000 jobs for economic development, we are moving forward. I have shown leadership during the time of crisis, and I'm proud to say our city is safer because we have been able to reduce crime by more than 50%. We have invested over $80 million in our drainage system, new facility infrastructure, all while maintaining a balanced budget. So let's keep our winning streak going.
One of the biggest excitements in life is traveling. Going to the airport and flying anywhere in the world that you want to go, whether it's Bora Bora or Dubai, or getting on a cruise ship and sailing away to someplace that you've always wanted to go. Well, let Arlene Steele make your dream vacation come true. Arlene can tailor-make your dream vacation come into a reality. Whether you want to go to Asia, Africa, Europe, the Caribbean, or any else on the planet that you want to visit. Stop dreaming about your vacation and wake up and call Arlene Steele and let her help you make it become true. Call her right now at 708-232-8928. 708-232-8928, or visit her website at littlemisstravel.com.
It's the Cousin Pastor Christmas Blues Show, and you're invited, featuring Wes Love, plus O.B. Buchanan, Grammy Award winner Bobby Rush, and you've seen her on stage as one of Bobby Rush's dancers. Now hear her sing with Bobby, introducing Miss Lowe.
Take my heart, my body, my soul.
Cousin Pastor Christmas Blues Show, Christmas Eve, Saturday, December 24th, 8 p.m. at La Place Ballroom and Event Center, 5841 Sycamore View in Summer, right behind Church's Chicken. Wes Love, O.B. Buchanan, I like it, baby, when I'm getting it face down. Bobby Rush with Miss Lowe. Tickets are $40 in advance, $50 at the door, $65 for VIP. A limited amount of VIP seats will be sold. Tables are $500 for a seating of 9. Tickets are on sale at CousinPastor.com at 901 Furniture, 7215 Winchester Road. Don't wait till the last minute, because these tickets will sell fast.
If you wanna know what's Daddy yes, if you wanna grow, ask Daddy yes, he will let you know, yeah, yeah. What's Daddy yes? It's the Daddy yes Matthew Show. He's not afraid to tell the truth. He is the one that will inform you
And good evening. Just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely positively not. Thank you so very much for joining me on the most controversial talk show in the world. Thank you for being a part of what I do each and every evening. Now, if you are an individual that you want to have a show that is politically correct, or you want me to be proper and intelligent and not just be me and just tell it, then you're on the wrong show. In fact, I would invite you right now to go ahead on and go on and just get off the page. If you are a man that is on my show and you're envious and you're jealous of, first of all, I'm a good looking motherfucker, then I am a smart motherfucker, and then I do have my own shit, just my own shit, then don't whine. If you must continue to whine, if you would like me to ship you a pair of Fatty Bear, the Cousin Pastor panties, yes, if you want a pair of the Fatty Bear Cousin Pastor panties, I will be glad to make sure that you have a bitch size so that you can stop acting like a bitch. If you want this kind, or I get you the one with my logo on it. Yes. Wait a minute. Yeah. If you want the pair with the Cousin Pastor logo on that, either one. So don't just be a whiner. I will make sure that you men, when you come on your period from watching my show, will send you some pads or a nice thick rag as well. Okay? All right. Bless your hearts. I think that we have a very interesting show on tonight. Is the reason that your child ain't shit is because you ain't shit? We're going to deal with that. Yeah. Is the reason that your child ain't shit is because you ain't shit. I must make a call to West Memphis, Arkansas, and speak with Mayor McClendon, the mayor of West Memphis, Arkansas, who is running for the mayor of that great city. Thanks to the businesses who have taken a part of my $1,000 to the end of the year advertising promotion, Finer Credit Solution. You need to contact them. Did you know that it is illegal for a credit repair company to charge you and they have not removed anything from your credit when I run that ad again, you need to make sure that you have the ad. Dream Vacations, thank you. They're out of Arizona. Thank you so very much for advertising. And tomorrow at 12 noon, if you're free, this business didn't want my just regular commercial. They want me to go in and do like I did 901. They want me to come in and shoot a commercial. Crumpy's Midtown. I will be shooting a commercial there at 12 noon tomorrow. Come by and get you some chicken. They're at 1607 Madison Avenue. That's right across from whatever that store is. Used to be Montese's way back in the day. They watched me on the big screen there in Crumpy's. So I will be shooting a commercial. Tony knows that where there is a will, there is a way. No, I ain't got my chair yet. I ain't got my chair. Okay. Dwan Williams, why does your program freeze so much every 10 seconds? It's hard to follow you. It becomes a headache. Well, motherfucker, you the only motherfucker having the headache. Get you some Comcast, or get you some. Quit getting that bootleg cable. Do y'all remember the days of bootleg cable? When motherfuckers would come and climb up on the goddamn post in front of your house? So, Dwayne, let me help you, brother. If it's a headache, I don't want you having no headache on my cause. You go get you some Tylenols and whatever you need. Okay? Do y'all remember the day? Now in Memphis, you didn't have no cable, but everything was on the. This was before we had the remotes and shit like we have now. You had to go up to that little box that was on the TV and run the little thing down to the channel. Do y'all remember them days? And the cable man would make him an extra little income because he come charge you $50 or $100 to connect your cable. And we had some niggas in the hood though. When the storm come and they get disconnected, these motherfuckers, I swear for God and all them white people, would call Comcast and tell them they was having trouble with the goddamn cable. Do y'all remember them days? Shit. Yeah, somebody said them was the days. You get your crackhead cousin and he climb up on the post and connect your house to the cable. Storm come or there's an outage in the area, your cable is off. Then you call the people at Comcast and tell them, my cable off. Well, what's your address? You give me your address. We don't see you in our system. Oh, okay. But you could call your crackhead cousin and he'd come back. Yeah, those were the good old days. Yeah, when they got ready to cut your cable off, they had to come and disconnect you from the pole. Now them motherfuckers can sit in the office
hit the laptop or whatever the fuck they got, put your name in there, or you laid on your bill, and cut your shit off. Shit. Woo! Yeah. Y'all remember when they used to bootleg the Memphis like ass walls, too, didn't you? I knew some niggas that if your neighbor got his utilities out for a fee, you let him run a cord from your house to his house. Yeah, those oh, okay. What does the pin in the meter do? Now, when them motherfuckers get ready to cut, so they used to have to come out, the little truck had to come out, they cut your shit off, they leave your water on, so you be able to flush the toilet and wash your ass. Now they just cut your shit off. Okay. All right. I just took some of y'all back down memory lane, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Yes. Ooh. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get in my subject. I gotta call Marco first. Let me turn this speaker on.
We're on.
Whew.
Connection successful.
Yeah, they cut all your shit off with a press of a button. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just took some of y'all way back. Some of y'all remember them days. I do. I remember paying a motherfucker to climb up the goddamn post. I do. And my guy was so good, I get all the goddamn channels. Every channel. I don't like sports. I even had the sports channel. HBO and Cinemax 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it was. Oh, them was the days. Okay. So if you got a chance tomorrow, join me with for lunch at Crumpy's Midtown, 1607 Madison. Yeah, had all the porn channels too. Mm-hmm. Yes, those were the days. Those were the days. When am I going to the subject? When I fucking get ready. But guess what? You ain't gonna even be around for it. For asking me the question. Okay. Okay. Don't ask me about what I'm gonna do on my motherfucking show when I get motherfucking ready. This is my motherfucking show. If you are a business and you would like to have some advertising on this show that is massively watched, not only in Memphis but across the country. That's the reason Jabul, with Final Critic, he has a Memphis number. He's from Memphis, but he lives in Puerto Rico. Ardenelle lives in Arizona. But she understands that people all over the country watch me. So, she got some advertising. All you got to do is text me while I'm on the air at area code 901-949-3000 and get some of this advertising I'm in the advertising business. Okay? All right. I'm going to call Mayor Marco McClendon, and then I'm going to get into this. He ain't going to be on here long, but he said he had a whole lot to say. And he paid for some advertising. He the mayor. Let's see. Let me find. Marco and I have been friends for a number of years.
Hello.
Marco, what's up, man?
Hey.
Mayor Marco McClendon, the mayor of one of the fastest growing cities in the South, West Memphis, Arkansas. He was elected 4 years ago, and he wants you to re-elect him and vote for him on November the 8th. I believe the early voting, Marco, the early voting has already started, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. Early voting started on the 24th. The early voting is going on right now through the 7th here in West Memphis at First Baptist Church on Missouri Street.
All right. I got some idiot on my page, Marco, and I'm going to just jump on in. You've had 3 killings, I believe, of women this month.
Yes.
And I know you didn't kill none of the people. But what are you going to do about the murders and, in fact, just a crime in West Memphis, Arkansas?
Well, actually, what we're doing, I did move our police chief and my assistant chief, and actually we're getting ready to do some saturations. We got some targeted areas that we already got targeted. Where most of this crime is coming from. You know, it's sad to say that, and I'm an honest man, so I ain't gonna lie to you. The black on black community, we have to do better. So, you know, in some parts of West Memphis, you have where the crime is happening at, and we get more involved to try to saturate, check out those that maybe driving with certain individuals, making sure that we arrest those who have warrants and different things like that that may be on them. And we just trying to get the community to come in and help us, because I understand we can put a police officer on every corner, but you never stop crime. It's going to take the individual within that community to help to make some of the right decisions, to help stop some of this crime and say something if something does happen. So that's what we're going in right now.
Okay. What is murder, homicide, is that your biggest crime problem in West Memphis?
Well, no. I mean, actually, crime during my administration for murders in the top 11 murder crime categories has been down almost 50%. But actually, during this last year of my administration, these last 3 killings of women has been very disheartening. And they have those crime a little more than average, even though it's still down, but it's more than what it has been. So definitely we're doing things to try to keep our people safe, keep the community safe. So crime is not the number one crime, but it is one that's hard because, you know, you lose someone, you can't get them back.
Right. So your police chief and your assistant, and along with your city council, I'm sure that you have set up an agenda for combating crime presently and for the next 4 years.
Yes, definitely. We have definitely went to a model of a community-oriented policing. Like I said, we know we can't do it alone. We have to lead the fight in stopping crime, but definitely we need the support of the people within our communities to be a voice, to hear something, say something, if they can stop something or give us a call so we can get there. Community-oriented police has to be the best, but also we do got a team that, for those individuals that just don't want to do the right thing, and we got some that will get out. That's our about a crime unit. They're going to deal with you if that's the way you want to go. But hopefully, the people continue to work with the police department, and they are doing that. Any incidents are happening not only with Mercy, just about every murder that has happened this year in West Memphis, everyone has been arrested except this last murder where the young man killed his child's mother's mother. So right now we're looking for him, and I think we will have him pretty soon.
So how many murders have you had this year in West Memphis?
This year in West Memphis we had 9.
Yeah, we have that in a day here in Memphis.
Yeah, unfortunately, so we had 9, and that's the most I've had in my 4 years. First year I had 6, second year I had 7, last year I had 7, and we had 9 this year so far.
Marco, what in the 4 years that you have been the mayor of West Memphis, what has been your major accomplishment?
My major accomplishment in West Memphis during my 4 years is definitely, honestly, I'm going to say, there's so many. So we got the time, I'm going to tell you, actually creating jobs. We have literally created over 2,000 new jobs here in West Memphis. But one of the hard things about it is that it's hard to get people to come to work. Okay. But, we have had over 1,400 new jobs in Southland alone. Carvana came in and hired 600. They released about 150 of them, but it's still 450 people. As well as Coca-Cola, we got Chick-fil-A, all our many hotels and different small businesses have came in. So it has been a total of 2,000 new jobs. And actually got another 1,000 jobs coming in with West Memphis. So has been good for us.
There has been a major economic boost with the Southland Casino.
Yes.
I don't even know if y'all got dogs running over there anymore, but how has the new casino impacted the economics of West Memphis and the surrounding areas?
Well, definitely. I mean, that casino before COVID had brought 4.5 million people. A full year since it has been turned completely into the new casino and a hotel. They're projecting to have 10 million people that's going to come to our city within that whole entire year. So we got that many people coming over here. They are eating here, staying here. You got A&P taxes, sales taxes. They are spending money over here. So, we have another thing that we are providing for them. So West Memphis is becoming the place to be. The weekends, I mean, it's enough people over there to make a Tarzan movie, just being a little facetious, but it's doing great for us, and then the revenue that is bringing in for the city is great because that will allow me to do other things within the city that need to make our city better.
What is the population of West Memphis?
Well, it's around that 26 to 30,000 people.
Okay. And what is the ratio to blacks and whites in West Memphis?
I'm going to say probably about 6 to 8% black and 32% white.
I know 4 years ago when you were running for mayor, there was a black population, a portion of the black population that was not ready for a Marco McClendon. That that was the white candidate at that particular time. I don't know whether that same gentleman is running against you again.
Yes.
That was almost bribing many of the black voters. I remember coming over to the Marion location, and there was a lot of discontentment as far as black people trusting black people. Do you think that in these 4 years that you have overcame that?
Yeah, I think I overcame it with definitely hard work. Let me just show you what has happened over 4 years. We have spent over $40 million in our infrastructure, which is fixing flood pumps to our city used to flood, fixing our street, our drainage system, demoing old properties, old buildings, old houses, and cleaning out bios. We lowered the crime on most categories almost by 50%. Community service, let me tell you, during our COVID time, I think I led the whole Mid-South when it came down to COVID as a leader in our city, because I mean, not just that I told the people to stay but at home, but I went out there, I got test kits for them, made sure that they get the vaccination clinics going, made sure they was informed, and we led that and we pulled that forward for our people. When the bridge closed over here in West Memphis, I just didn't send the officers high. I went out to the community where the community was gridlocked. I directed traffic. I worked with RDOT and TDOT to make sure they came up with better ways, and they did a great job to get traffic moving back to our city. We've done so much. I talked to Secretary Buttigieg when he came here to Memphis, Tennessee with Mayor Strickland. So we did all those things that were necessary to show leadership. But not only that, look what we did in West Memphis. We built 2 new fire stations, new courthouse, new police substation. And those things, the last fire station was built before I was born in 1974. That's the last time a fire station was built. Then we built a brand new library on Broadway. We done that as well as we get ready to build a new police department. So we built a lot of infrastructure, showing people that we were willing to do things. People that had a negative perception about me, showing that I was a mayor for the people of West Memphis. And we done those things and we made them happen. And made it happen for West Memphis. So West Memphis City is respected. When you look at West Memphis, you're like, okay, let's sit on the rise. You know, before 4 years ago, no one would talk about West Memphis. So West Memphis, a city that was still stuck in 1960.
Well, has the white population or a certain segment of the white population, because we know that West Memphis at one time was a very racist city and probably still is, has a certain portion of the white community accepted you and your administration?
I believe that they have, yes, I believe they have accepted the things that we are doing. They seen change. I think whether they were white or black, they just want to see West Memphis move forward. So you're going to have that section of whites and blacks that still doing the things that they are, still against this administration for some reason of their own. But I think for the most part, most people in the city know that we are moving in the right direction and see the great things that are going on.
As you're running for mayor right now, and I think you have 2 opponents.
Sure.
4.
No, I have 2 opponents.
Okay. I've heard that there have been some negative things said about you by the candidates that are running against you. Would you like to address them?
Well, definitely. Both of them, I think, has been working in cahoots. One by the name of James Pullman and Wayne Kroon. That's the one I beat twice already. I think that they have been working in cahoots. See, one thing they haven't done, but people have been asking them, as well as I tried to ask them in the debate, what are you going to do for the people of West Memphis, whether you're black or white? Just tell them what you're going to do. They can't tell you what they want to do. Only thing they can see is that, hey, Marco on TV all the time. Marco is not on TV because he ain't doing it. Marco on TV all the time because he is doing something. Now, you may not like what I'm doing, but you sure can't say I ain't done nothing. Okay. So, yes, they cover me because of what we doing and how we moving the city forward. I'll tell you something quick what's going on right now. And I'm going to say his name. Guy by the name of Heber Bass.
Wait a minute. What Bass?
Heber Bass.
Goddamn. Okay.
The one that I beat. The one that I beat. I don't know if he still got something he hanging on to, upset about.
I'm very familiar with that. That crook. He's still in the bonding business?
In what business?
Bonding.
I don't know what he's doing actually at this point. I thought he was trying to do something else. I don't know. But this is what he done. First of all, he said that, Marco McClendon is coming after him, and he had like he running against mayor. He running for mayor. He's not. I'm not coming after Heber Bass. I am not coming after Heber Bass. Well, I just support the candidate that he's running against. Okay. And just like he's supporting the candidates running against me, it's not that I'm coming after you. Let me show you what they did to me, Thaddeus. They took the old audit from 2019 to 2020. And what happened was, for 20 years, and keep in mind that James Pullman guy had been on council for almost 30 years. So for 22 of those years, Frank Martin was our finance director and our city treasurer. So he ended up unexpectedly dying. So right now we have a finance director and a treasurer. So at that time, when he died, we couldn't go to the other one because he was both of them. Okay. So I had to pull up my current finance director, which she was learning and done a great job. And she made some mistakes with the money. Let me tell you with the money. It wasn't that she lost the money, gave the money to someone went on a shopping spree. It seems like she put money in some different accounts because of how she was taught or probably didn't know. But the money was still, the author said that no money was missing. It was just certain account that she's supposed to have tagged that money in first before it went to a certain account or whatever. But I took the brunt of that because at the end of the day, I'm the mayor and I'm at the top of the food chain, so everything stopped with me. But it had absolutely nothing to do with the mayor. But they brought that all the way back probably about a month ago. I don't know if you've seen on the news. And I brought all the news cameras in because I'm not one that shy away from our news media. And I let them know what happened. Yes, did we make some mistakes? Yes. But was a dime of the money gone? No different than just say, well, that is Matthews or that is church or that is light bill money. It was all still Thaddeus' money. He had the money. Just some probably just put in one account, should be put in the other one. Did we fix it? Yeah, because I want to be responsible for every dime of the taxpayers' money. So we fixed it. That's what we done. We had just finished my audit, just closed out, and it was nothing on the mayoral side. A few little things that we got to continue to fix on the treasurer, on the finance side of it, but it's nothing major. And they went out and put on the news and said, well, hey, the mayor has stole $7 million. Now, realistically, as a black man, if a young black man in politics steals $7 million, he either going to be under the jail or in the jail. Either way, in the option you want to put it. And the prosecuting attorney sent me a letter back in December of 2020 saying that this matter is closed. But they brought it up about a month ago just to try to bring it on campaign time. Then let me show you what now has happened. Every city or every mayor or myself as a mayor in person, I got a civil suit against me from a disgruntled employee. Okay. The person filed the law. It wasn't a sexual. They trying to say it was a sexual lawsuit. It had absolutely nothing to do with sexual. What it had to do with, the woman claimed that I told her to hire black people and not white people. No. It's kind of funny that Mr. Bass would say that, knowing how he thinks anyway when it comes down to race issues. But I got with my lawyers, city attorney, and municipal league, and they were like, this thing is going to be dismissed immediately. But, of course, I can't get too deep into it. They go through the legal process, but it's not anything that I'm worried about. Seeing like I'm going to tell you something. Just seeing like these individuals, as a black individual, has came so hard against me as a black man. It's like they hate to see me doing good. As long as West Memphis stood still and didn't move, they was happy. As long as someone was leaving the city that didn't look like them, they was okay. I haven't done nothing to them guys. All that I have done to try to make this city better, make it right, and just move forward from there.
So what is your plan for the next 4 years, Marco?
I'm glad you asked that question. My plan for the next 4 years, first is to start with our basics. It's just to continue our infrastructure improvements. We had streets that had sinkholes falling in them, and we have all fixed those streets. But now a lot of our streets need to be repaved or remilled. So we have streets can be safe. People ain't got to rather go worry about going up and down Broadway and running into a pothole and cracking rims. Second, I'm in the process that I have already started. I had the support of the council. They agreed with me, and they spent right now over $3 million. We are getting ready to offer broadband internet to the city of West Memphis. Let me show you how that helps us. That is getting ready to turn our city into a smart city. What they're going to do, first off, for families, it's going to allow them to have broadband for $15 a month, where you can get your phone line on your broadband. You can stream and you got to pay the high cable bill or the high internet bills that you are paying. Second, let me show you what we're going to do for our city for safeness. Our water pumps will be able to be turned on digitally through internet, so when it rains at 3 o'clock in the morning, we ain't got to run to the pumps to turn them on. Once it hit a certain level, it automatically clicks on and keep our city running, our water running smoothly, so we won't have so much flooding where you can't flush your toilet. Our lights, when folks call them and say, well, hey, a street light it's been out for 2 years, they will automatically know when they're happening. And then for crime, you can shoot a gun up in there. Now, I can't tell you who shot that gun, but in 5 minutes, I can tell you where that bullet came from. So these are things that we are doing to help make our city a smarter city and help to make the people of West Memphis safe by going this route. Then second, man, it's time to give our senior citizens and our children something to do here in this city. They have absolutely nothing to do. We have children in this city that have disability, mental and physical disabilities. They need parks to be able to enjoy themselves. We don't have no swimming facilities for our children. Our seniors don't have anything to do around here, and it's just hard on the people of West Memphis. And we need to be able to offer them, because what we're trying to do in the scheme of things is improve the quality of life for the people of West Memphis. Next, we will continue to fight crime. Like I said, our crime is down, but I'm not happy with that. When one young man died, and I'm saying this because in West Memphis since 1990 to today, there's been 177 murders in West Memphis. When you believe out of 177 murders, only 7 murders has been of the Caucasian race.
Okay.
The other 170 murders has been of people that looks like me, and outside of the 3 women and 2 women before them, 171 of those murders have been young black men that look like me and you.
Okay.
It's time out for that.
Okay.
It's time out for that. And we as men have to do better. Second one, we're going to continue working to bring large businesses to our city, but not only just large businesses, small businesses. It's time for people that have that idea to say, well, I can make it. Let me try to come up with programs to help put that in place so that they can start to move, because the heartbeat of our economy is on the small business. Not because everyone ain't coming in and hire 300 people, but they can come in and start opening up small businesses. That makes our city go. Then we're going to expand our homes. We need more houses in West Memphis. West Memphis is a small town living with big cities advantages. We're the only city that has a 1.4 MSA, which is Memphis. We got an interstate that's going 40 and 55. There's got over 65,000 people coming through the day. Then we got a Southland casino that's going to bring in $10 million to your city. This city should have so many different businesses going up and down the interstate, and people staying right here in West Memphis because we need the housing. They instead going up to Memphis and other areas paying these economical prices for homes when they can come here and get a nice home and live, I said, at a fair rate of what it costs to buy a home. So when we get these investors to come in and developers to come and start building a home, that's how it goes. So that's my first part of what I'm planning on doing. Not 4 years from now, but hopefully in the next year.
Okay. Marco, one of the things that has happened under your administration and in cooperation with the city of Memphis is that you brought back public transportation, buses to the city of West Memphis for people in West Memphis, but also for those who live in West Memphis, may live across the bridge here in Memphis, and people in Memphis to be able to get to jobs in West Memphis. How was that done, and how is it working?
Well, definitely. What we did at Gabbard matter, Mr. Rosenfeld, Ms. Bacara, John, they was all great during that process. We looked at it and said, what can we give that's going to be affordable for the city of West Memphis, and it's going to be more efficient? We came up with the Matter on Demand Ready service, where we actually going to come in front of your front door and pick you up and take you to your location. You have to be walking down in the rain, sleet, hail, or snow, during the bus terminal. You'll be able to get on that bus and go to where you need to go, and it's only a $2 ride. Now, with gas prices being $4 a gallon, most people can pay $2 to get to where they need to go. Now, I have a program called the Mayor Cares. Once, if you go into the doctor or you're in a situation where you can't afford to pay $2, you call us, and we will be able to pay for that ride for you. So it won't be that you won't. I understand $2 is hard on some people. So, but when you have to get to where you got to get to, we'll pay that for you. Now, you can't get to South, you got to pay your own $2. But if you try to get to the doctor, you're going to have to pay. We can pay that for you. And when we made that deal, we've been working that deal for like a year and a half. And we finally came to just about getting that deal closed. They got the buses over here. Matter of fact, the buses were just as our barbecue cooking contest. And right now what we're doing, we was hiring the drivers and mechanics, and hopefully starting next month, well, I'm saying probably December. But if everyone is hired in time, then them buses will be rolling.
All right. So, what do you want the people of West Memphis to hear tonight? Why do you want them your vote to give you their votes?
Because first of all, I want them to understand that being mayor is more than legislation, ordinances and resolutions, budgets, or supervising almost 500 employees. Being mayor is having someone who serves the community and cares about people. Okay. You have to truly care about the people within our community. So somebody said, well, why do we see you so much? Why are you so accessible? Because I believe that I serve you all, I work for you all, and I want to be a part of you all. I go to school for like, why are you at schools all the time? Because I want little kids to know that you don't have to be a millionaire to be mayor. I came to Folk, Wonder Junior High, East to see how I walked down the side, born and raised on the south side of town. I did that, but just keeping God first, staying focused, you can make these things happen. You want to give them people hope. It's just like one thing I'm so proud about. On the south end of town, we had the trailer park that had old trailers in there, and I mean, it was just going down. You know, it seemed like everything was happening. But I've been able to tear all of those majority of all those trailers down, and we are now building a new subdivision. It's not that the people over there didn't want better; the people just needed an opportunity to do better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you give a person a glass of dirty water, and that's all they drink. They're gonna drink dirty water. But if you give them a clean glass of water, they'll drink the better glass. So I just want to give my people hope because I'm part of West Memphis, born and raised in West Memphis, and I love West Memphis. And I think that people have seen that. You know, people try to say, well, he arrogant, he this. But have you ever met me? Have you ever talked to me? You know, they're my haters that said it. Because anyone that knows me knows that I'm very soft-spoken. I'm going to do what I can to try to help you. I'm speaking to just about everybody's funeral. Not because I like going to funerals, because they ask me. I'm at schools all the time talking to kids. I'm at senior citizen residence. I'm everywhere. So, like, during this campaign, I didn't have to just jump up and start saying, I want to go to church. You know why? Because I'm normally at your churches anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with these places anyway.
Well, man, is there anything else that you want to hit on before I let you go?
Well, you know, man, I just first I want to say I thank the people of West Memphis for giving me this opportunity, and I feel strongly that you all won't give me another 4 years. I want to keep moving forward. We've got a lot of great things to do. I have a vision for this city. I really have a vision for this city, and I'm not a career politician. I don't believe in it like my opponents are. Been there 30 years and been a clerk, ran for sheriff, ran for state representative, ran for city council. Want to be that. You got one guy. The other guy, he don't care about nothing, but whatever Donald Trump said do, he's going to do what Donald Trump said do. It's not about this. It's about doing what's good for the people of West Memphis, whether you're white, black, green, purple, male, or female. And we're going to do that. And I think if you want to keep our city going forward, you want to keep the winning streak going, the number one choice is Mayor McClendon. And that's what we're going to do, Thaddeus.
Well, man, thank you, man. Anytime that I call you about anything that is going on in West Memphis, I can always talk to you. You know, I guess I've had your cell phone number forever. We've been through some battles back in the day, and you made it through those battles, man. Even when you get people like no accounts, like Hubert Bass. And I know that motherfucker. And he don't want me to go back and start pulling shit from shit that he did 10 years ago. And the folk that he was swindling in West Memphis and the families that he was swindling. And it's hard for me to see Hubert Bass to be negative against you when he's always been negative against white folk over there. So
exactly.
He's using this. He's a jealous, petty motherfucker, and he's always been one. And what he's doing now, he's envious of you because as a young man, how old are you, man?
44.
Ooh, okay, I remember 44. 44 years old, you are able to muster up the power and the enthusiasm of the people to make the city grow.
I got favor. That's what they favor ain't fair. You know about that. I got favor on me, man, and that's all I can say.
Hey, man, you know, anytime you need me, all you gotta do is pick up the phone and give me a call.
I got you.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, man.
All right. That's my longtime friend. My longtime friend, Marco McClendon. And he's went through some things. Marco, nice, intelligent man. You women say he's fairly good looking. I don't know. I ain't never looked at him like that. But women have thrown themselves on because they wanted political favor, and he fought his way through that bullshit. Hubert Bass, that he names, I know you, motherfucker. Okay? I know you, motherfucker. And I can bring some shit up. I can go to file 13. I still got some shit on you, motherfucker. Instead of working with this black man, damn, you want to join with the bigots and the other blacks, water carrying Negroes, stepping fetching ass Negroes. You want to join with them and bring this black man down. Damn. This Rochelle Taylor, I blocked her with all this information that we had going on. All you can ask is, you married. He don't want you, bitch. Shit. Damn. Don't want you. All right. I'm going to get into my subject. You know, this time next week I'll be on a cruise ship. I may try to do the ship. I may try to do the show a couple of nights on the ship. I'm flying into Miami next Wednesday. Ship leave on Thursday. So we're going to I want to get into this subject. I ain't got no time limit, so if I go over 9 o'clock tonight, would it be all right? Okay. If I go over 9, they're getting ready to have Barbara Cooper's wake tomorrow evening. And the film is going to be Saturday. It's going to be one of them bring your picnic lunches to the film. It's going to be a long motherfucker. I done went and got my gaiters all shined up and stuff. My blue suit. And I'm going to be sitting by the door. Because when y'all get into hour number 2, okay, I'm going to be gone. Barbara ain't going to know I'm gone. Hello? Farewell, my sister. We'll see you on the other show. But goddamn it, I can't stand them 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. I hear that, and she's a Catholic, but I heard she got some bands coming in. Woo! Every motherfucker wants to sell a speech. It's gonna be like an Easter occasion. Shit. I can't stay for that shit now. I knew Barbara. I loved your sister Barbara. And you can't hear a word that is going to be said. You can't smell a rose, a daffodil, or a dandelion. Niggas gonna lie and talk about they was your best friend, because I saw some of them legislative motherfuckers that was ready for you to go to the house. I saw them motherfuckers talking about, oh, she was so sweet. I love, ooh. So if y'all at the funeral, I got my cane. I'm going to have a cane in one hand. And if you see me put up this finger, this is, I know I'm going to be at a Catholic ceremony. But if I put up this Baptist finger, you gonna know it's time for that motherfucker to close down. Now they letting her be buried in the West Tennessee. You know, they don't normally bury folk on Saturdays. They buried her in the West Tennessee. Shit. But if you're gonna stay the whole time, get you some bologna sandwiches, some hot dogs, and put you some tater chips in a bag and sit at the back of the church. I'll be there close to you, okay? I'm gonna be sharp as a motherfucker there. God damn it, God damn it, God damn it. Shit. Then next week, all these motherfuckers that want her job, cause she gonna win. The little independent boy that's running, I don't even know his name, he gonna be beat by a dead woman. She gonna win. Let me go in here and vote for Sister Barbara. I want her to know when she get to the pearly gates that I voted for her. Show my vote ticket to Jesus when you get there. Yeah, she gonna win. Then we're gonna see the race. I'm sure Will Richardson's gonna get in the race. Who else did I hear, goddammit? Today. They're gonna put a dumbass dollar. Lord Jesus. Ooh. Tanya Cooper. Ain't never won nothing. Now you got folks that think you're supposed to inherit a goddamn seat. Then I'm hearing, who else's name did I just get? Ooh. Linda Harris. I'm hearing some folk that were involved in her campaign. Miss Estridge and all them. And ain't none of them motherfuckers got no money. Ain't but one person that's got some money, and that's Will. The rest of them motherfuckers gonna have to pawn. Tanya gonna have to go and pawn all Barbara's shit to have money to run a race, and the race ain't gonna be for 5 weeks. All right. Your child, you know your child ain't shit. He ain't from shit. We're gonna talk about, is the reason that your child ain't shit is because you ain't shit. What time is it? 6 after 8. If I go a little bit over, oh, excuse me, 9 o'clock, will it be all right? All right, let me take some commercial bit. This is how I make my money. And remember, if you want to advertise on the Thaddeus Matthews Show, like Crumpets, whoop, I'm going to shoot them a nice commercial tomorrow at 12 noon. If you want to come and get you some chicken and you're in the Midtown area, 1607 Madison Avenue. Okay? All right. Somebody just done gave me that, you go to church. Check your time, Brother Pastor. Okay? Do you mind tonight if I take my time? Because this some serious shit I'm going to talk about now. Some of y'all know your children ain't shit. You don't even like some of them little motherfuckers. Crumb snatching motherfuckers. You don't even like them. But we'll be back in just a minute.
This is the Cussing Pastor. You know, are you looking for good furniture to just relax in, or a good mattress to roll in the hay with, or as the young folks say, to get busy in? Well, the place to go is 901 Home Furniture and Mattress, located at 7215 Winchester Road, right across from them other folk that you can go see what they got and come across the street and have their deal beat. At 901, they have every type of furniture piece that you need. They got recliners, they've got sofas, they've got end tables, they've got everything you need. In fact, if you want to put some nice pictures up on the wall, they have that at 901 Furniture and Mattress. One of the biggest features that they have at the 901 is a massage and vibrating chair. It reduces your stress and your anxiety. It eases your back and your neck pain. It even improves your sleep and increases your circulation and range of motion. And ladies, I bet you never had a vibrator this big. At 901, they have mattresses of all types. And I'm talking about name brand mattresses and beds. Ooh, I like this bed I'm in right now. It's vibrating. And guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, any position you want the bed to be in, any position you want to be in, you need to go to 901 and get this mattress right here, or get any of the vast mattresses that they have. The best prices on furniture and mattresses is found at 901 Furniture and Mattresses. In fact, when you come in and tell them that you listen to the Thaddeus Matthews Show, you get the Cussing Pastor discount. Just spin the wheel, and wherever it lands, you get a discount. Remember, credit is not an option. You can get approved for up to $5,000 credit, no matter how bad your credit is, but we hope that it's good or fairly well, but you're still going to be accepted at 901. No credit is needed. So when you're looking for good furniture or a good mattress, the only place to go where you get the best discounts is 901 Home Furniture and Mattresses. They're located again at 7215 Winchester Road, or give them a call at 901-279-8279. That's 901-279-8279. One of the greatest discomforts that I have in life is my aching knees. I've had chronic pain in my knees for about the last 10 years or more. I done tried WD-40. I done tried the medicine for the horses. I've tried every damn thing that I could do to get rid of this pain, but I had not. And I was wondering what I should do as I walk through airports, as I walk around the city of Memphis and around this country. Then I was contacted by a nurse with all of them alphabets behind her name, like the ABCs, that said, I can help your pain. In fact, she contacted my wife, and my wife, she knows I don't like to talk to many people. But I met Tanya Jones, who is a health consultant dealing with chronic pain. And to show you that she knows exactly what she's doing, she's an MSN, she's a RNC, a CPC, a CPMC, a CHWC, NEA-BC. She the whole damn alphabet. And if you want the pain to leave your knees or any other area of your body, Jones Healthcare Consulting and Coaching Service.
Call Tanya at 901-300-6858.
Now she thinks she's a star. No matter where your pain is located on your body, whether it's in your knees, whether it's in your arms, whether it's in your shoulders, and you want real relief from your chronic pain, then you need to get in contact with the chronic pain consultant, Tanya Jones, and get you some of this here, and your pains will go away. And don't forget that On Demand can be shipped to you anywhere in the country. Just call right now, 901-300-6858, 901-300-6858, or go to the website, www.ondemandpainrelief.com.
Hi, I'm Mayor McClendon. Over my first 3.5 years, West Memphis have grown more than any time in our city's history. With over $1 billion in capital investment, including 2,000 jobs for economic development, we are moving forward. I have shown leadership during the time of crisis, and I'm proud to say our city is safer because we have been able to reduce crime by more than 50%. We have invested over $80 million in our drainage system, new facilities, and infrastructure, all while maintaining a balanced budget. So let's keep our winning streak going.
This is Thaddeus Matthews, and I'm here with Levon. You told me that you've been suffering from erectile dysfunction for how many years?
Almost 10 years.
It hadn't been working properly for 10 whole years.
That's right.
Tell me what happened, man.
When I bought some of the Erector coffee,
yeah,
and they cured me.
Wait a minute. You bought some Erector coffee, and the problem that you've had for 10 years was cured.
It went away.
With one cup of coffee?
1 cup.
How long did it take for you to feel the effects?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
That's right.
And now you can have sex whenever you get ready.
That's right.
How did your wife feel when you took the Erector?
Surprised.
10 whole years.
10 whole years.
So you're telling my audience that Erector really works.
It really works.
Yours wasn't working for 10 whole years correctly.
That's right.
And you took 1 cup of coffee, of the Erector coffee, and now it's working.
It's working.
You've been using these Viagra's.
Viagra, which I'm going to throw away now.
You're going to throw these Viagra's away.
Throw them away.
Was there any side effect?
Yeah, on that.
Side effects with Viagra. But did you have any side effects with the Erector?
No whatsoever.
Would you recommend that any man that has an erectile dysfunction problem get him some Erector?
I would advise him to do it now.
This man's not ashamed. He had a problem for 10 years having an erection. 1 cup of Erector coffee, and now he's a happy man. How many days will it last for you?
3 days.
You sure you done worked it for 3 days?
3 days.
3 days it worked for you?
That's right.
And you finna go and get you something, ain't you?
Still going strong.
Still going strong. That's Yvonne. And we're gonna make sure that you stay erect with Erector.
Get it, y'all.
If your soldier won't study war no more, I mean your erection is dead. Well, for $10, go by Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, and let it live once again. One of the biggest excitements in life is traveling. Going to the airport and flying anywhere in the world that you want to go, whether it's Bora Bora or Dubai, or getting on a cruise ship and sailing away to some place that you've always wanted to go. Well, let Orleans Steel make your dream vacation come true. Arlene can tailor-make your dream vacation come into a reality. Whether you want to go to Asia, Africa, Europe, the Caribbean, or any else on the planet that you want to visit. stop dreaming about your vacation and wake up and call Arlene Steele and let her help you make it become true. Call her right now at 708-232-8928. 708-232-8928, or visit her website at lilmisstravel.com.
All right, we are back. I wonder where LaVon is, man. I cut that commercial. Ooh. God, 4 or 5 years ago. I wonder where LaVon is. That's a good commercial. And he all that moaning in there. That's LaVon working it out. Hey, so if your dick ain't working, go on by Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd. That's South 3rd and Parkway. And get you some coffee. You can get it in the capsule. You can also get it in the men's honey. It's only $10 a packet. And don't forget, in the morning, if you're hungry and you're on your way to work, you can stop there. They serve breakfast from 6 a.m. until 10. You can get your 2 eggs, some toast, or some biscuits, some grits, some rice, hash browns, choice of meats such as chicken and gravy, bacon, sausage, smoked sausage, salmon croquette, turkey, bacon, pork chops, and some livers, and onions. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, LaVon. And he wasn't changed. And his dick hadn't worked for 10 years. He took that erector, and in 15 minutes, he was able to go for 3 days. God bless your heart and all your body parts. All right. Many of you have children. That ain't shit. They've been in and out of jail. They won't do anything that is conducive. They're disobedient. They come in your house when they get ready to come in your house. You gave birth to him, and he talks to you like you're a scalded dog, or a dog with 3 legs. Has no respect, has no reverence for you. He's just a no good, ain't shit having individual. And many of you love that motherfucker. He don't love you. He don't love you. He mistreats you. Tall trees been closed, golden arrow. He ain't shit. You scared to say anything to your child. Many of you have been attacked by your own child. Physically, you've been cussed out by your child. And as soon as his ass goes to jail, how much your bond, baby? I'm going to put my house up. See, when he in jail, he calls you, hey, mama. You've been bitch all the time, but hey, mama. But the reason that your child ain't shit is because you ain't shit. You didn't, as a parent, beat his ass. I don't believe in no whippings. Did our mamas whoop our asses? With anything that they got their hands on them. Whether it was the broom, the skillet, my case, walking sticks. The old people would tell us, I brought you into this world and I'll carry you out. We don't hear that no more. Mamas would tell you, I'll cut you in your top of your head to the white meat. And guess what? You knew what them old folk was saying. They meant it. How many of you can remember the backhand lick? Now you ain't giving no kind of lick. But when you see your nothing ass children acting up, they acting like you. You remember having to go get your own switches. Them limb things that twisted it up. Boy, go out there and get me a switch. You go out there and get one of them little bit switches. No, boy, this here, this ain't gonna do. Go out there and get me another one. You bring that one. That one didn't work. You go back out there. That's all right, baby. And she twists them switches up. You remember getting them whoopings after you get out the bathtub. Getting whooped with a wet towel. This gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. The shit. And they tear your ass up. And I don't want you to whimper either. I don't want you to cry. I don't want to hear nothing. And I'm thinking in my mind, how the fuck I'm supposed to be quiet and you kicking my ass? See, I came from that school where my auntie Molly B. Matthews, she would tell me, them clothes I bought you ain't did nothing. Get out them clothes. You want me naked? You didn't talk back because you finna get hit in your mouth. And you get naked. And they get that stitching cord. I ain't talking about these little cute stitching cords they got now. These here were brown and had little black line circles on them. Y'all don't remember them? They would tear your ass up. And my auntie would swing back, stand back and act like she was a softball batter. And my ass cheeks were 2 balls. And she would let the cord go. Zzz. You could hear it in there. Zzz. Pop. You hold on to your dick. Because I fucked up once. I'm going to turn around, and when I turned around, the extension cord hit my young dick. I didn't think that motherfucker was going to ever work. You talking about some goddamn pain. When that extension cord hit my dick, I balled up. I fell out in the middle of the floor. I'd never felt no pain like that. Did I get any sympathy? Get your black ass up. I ain't through. If there was more parents like we had in the old days, we wouldn't have our jails as full as they are. Isn't it strange? Isn't it strange that we didn't have all of this mass incarceration in the prisons and the jails? We didn't have all of these murders. When parents was following, this sound like child abuse. Motherfucker, you's a dumb motherfucker. Yes, my ass was abused. That's the reason I ain't in prison. Because I was abused, motherfucker. I got hit with some skitties. We wouldn't have our children in jails. We wouldn't have them in funeral homes. If we had followed, raise a child in the way that he should go. Now you want to raise him the way that he wants to go. Isn't it strange, and you often heard me say this, isn't it strange that after you shit that little motherfucker out your asshole, that the doctor to give your child life, pow, smacks him on his ass to give him life. And you won't smack him on his ass to maintain his life. You allow him or her, because the girls are as bad as the boys, you allow him to do and her to do whatever they want to do. How does your child talk back to you in your house? How does your child
Power off. Power
talk
on.
to you back to you?
Connection successful.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail,
We
press
were
2.
taught you don't talk back to grown people.
Power off.
Y'all remember that? You don't talk back to grown people. We grew up at a time where it was mandatory to say yes, ma'am, No, sir. Miss Lillian Smith next door could whoop your ass. Miss Addie B. Thomason. Miss Irene Thompson. Though that was the mother and the grandmother of Judge Lonnie Thompson, my good friend. There were certain things that you would not say in the presence of grown folk. Yeah, he said another one here, calling grown folk by their first name. You better not. You better not. The days when your mama would come, whoop your ass in front of the classroom and wouldn't nobody say nothing. Now, not only will young folks sit around when grown folks talking, they want to get in the goddamn conversation. Remember when grown folks would tell you, get on out of here. You see grown folks talking. So when we look at the shit factor, it's your fault. Yeah, they put them in timeout now, but I come from that day where it was knock you out. Many a mother, you sat in the front row, you boo-hooing and crying, my baby gone. But the reason that your child is dead is your fault. You killed your child. Or you might not pull the trigger, but you killed your disobedient child, and the word had already come that a disobedient child will not have a good end. Lord have mercy. Now some of you motherfuckers, you parents, you ain't got but little groceries. You got 7 children. And you want to fix all 7 of the children a different meal. Anybody remember the day where mama and them cooked and you ate whatever them old folk cooked? Well, I don't want none of them. Then go hungry. I want that. You dare not say. And them old folk been slaving over the stove. Here's a breaking news. Officer shoots at driver after being flipped onto the hood of a car. Should have shot that motherfucker. You couldn't say a lie around grown folk. You couldn't say he lying. What was it? He telling a story. Those were the days when parents were parents. Some of you know right now your child ain't no good. Some of you right now, just when your child leaves home, you're waiting for the police to call you and tell you he or she is dead. And you ain't got no insurance. You got a young man or a young woman as a child and they disobedient. You need to go get you some insurance. Have the undertaker's number called. Have the undertakers call in forward. At least it is the best embalmer in town, so at least you'll be able to walk by there and say, he sure look natural. It'll fix him up. Even with a bullet on the viewing side. You know, these motherfuckers ain't got sense enough when they get shot. Tell them to shoot you on this side. This is a viewing side. But Ed can resculpt you. He the best embalmer. But you need to have some insurance. Some of you have given up on your children. And you know why. Because you know you ain't shit. You know why you gave up on your child. You know that your child your child ain't worth anything. You ain't got no father in the house. You just fucking anything. Yeah, I see somebody here. You couldn't say fart. Y'all remember he done farted? What he did, he pooted. Lord have mercy. What did he do? He pooted. There was a thing that we call respect. Somebody say break wind. Yeah, okay. Because he done shed it. He done do-do. He boo-boo. at where we are right now. It's your fault. It ain't nobody's fault but yours. You can't wait till that child gets 2 and 3 years old before you start disciplining them. After the doctor smack him on his ass, you need to, baby, doctor, let me hold him for a minute. You need to smack him on his ass to let him know it's some more of these coming. I didn't eat that, so I ain't washing no dishes yet. If it's your turn, you gonna wash them. If you ain't ate nothing, but the reason, my child ain't shit. Look at the mirror. And then some of you need to think about the headaches, the heartaches that you gave your mama them. Yeah, sometimes they made you stay at the table until you eat all your food. Everybody had to come to the table at the same time. Everybody had to say a Bible verse. Jesus wept. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. You had to say something. You had to show your thankfulness for the provision that God had made. You couldn't sit at the table with no hat on your head. And even as an old man, I ain't gonna sit at the table with no cap or head on my head. I still say, I don't care how young the person is that's waiting on me. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. Because it was instilled in me. You didn't hear about Miss Rose's son being in jail? Yeah, somebody said be inside the house before dog. Think back. And look at where we are right now. I was talking to a journalist friend of mine today, Tony Jones. As long as we were Negro, as long as we were black, okay. But when we became African American, we lost our goddamn minds. Huh? As long as we was the Negro, we were black, we were all right. Oh, when the white folk gave us a new label, you became African American. Your mindset changed. The white man indoctrinated you with his new term. You thought that when you became the African American, some of you niggas thought you was equal to the white man. You thought that the white man had accepted you. Yeah. You thought that the white man was allowing you to be equal with him, but you did not realize that the white man saw you as an economic pawn. See, I remember when my great-grandmama, she's been gone since I was 14. I went with her one day as a little boy to a store on Main Street called Goldsmiths. I know that y'all don't remember Goldsmiths. My great-grandmama, Willie Victoria Laster, wanted some new shoes. She was on the mother's boat at the Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, 114 Henry, in little area that they call in North Memphis Bearwater, pastored by the late Eli Slay. We went into Goldsmiths. Lord, I don't know why you brought this back to my mind. I know this has been 60 years. The white women were getting them some new shoes. We called my great-grandmama Mama. I said, Mama, you come to get you some shoes? Yeah, boy. I said, you going over there and get your shoes over there? She didn't know how to answer me. Lord, thank you for bringing this back to my remembrance. Yeah. And see, my great grandmama Anita had what they call a charge plate, a goldsmith charge plate. But my grandma had to go downstairs in the basement. Ooh. You remember them little my grandmother saw some shoes with a heel on it that she wanted to set on the mother's bowl at Ebenezer Inn. She couldn't try the shoes on. I don't know whether you remember them little metal things that they used to have in the stores where you put your foot on it and they slide the little thing up to tell you what size shoe you want. My great grandmama couldn't try the shoes on. She didn't know how to tell me about racism. I'm probably about 4, 5, 6 years old. She didn't know how to tell me about white people. She couldn't tell me why she had to go to the basement. To put on their shoes. That hurts my heart 60 years later. To know that in so many instances will I see the destruction of our young men by us. That the racists and the bigot does not have to do anything to destroy us because they understand that our mission is to destroy ourselves. As I said here, another news break. Another child has been shot and sent to Lebanon. That's the reason it bothered me, and I had to make a video on my Instagram in Utah with these 8 students for Halloween. The boys put on blackface. They put on a prison costume. Brother Knight, I don't get that. If you want to send me something, brother, go to cussingpastor.com. $ Naked Truth, excuse me. $ Naked Truth Ministries. Because I'm preaching right now. The most prominent business in the black community is the funeral business. Oh, go back to Cassius Clay and go look it up. Go to Instagram. These these white boys got on black face, black hands, prison uniform, and then they got the white woman as a police officer. Someone is filming them and say, you know, you ain't gonna get in no college and nowhere. This is gonna be seen all over the world. One of the white boys said, we done dropped out of school anyway. There are bigots and racists that are teaching racism to their children. And we sitting back like all is well. The Ku Klux Klan, the white supremacists, they don't need to do anything but just sit back and let us self-destruct. They let us have the mindset. You as a black man, you ain't supposed to live longer than 25 years. So go out and rob and carjack. Can you recite some poetry? Be a rap singer. Let me put a $200 million or $20 million life insurance policy on you. And when you can't pay me back, nigga, I'll have you killed. And when I have you killed, I'll have somebody that looks just like you kill you. God to mercy. Anita Rogers, you're right, baby. We're not okay. And all we want to do is tear each other down and destroy each other. If it wasn't for shows like this, y'all keep on listening to nothing but them weak-ass sermons that y'all listening to on Sunday morning. You running around, speaking in tongues, falling on the floor, but you won't get no truth. Many of you don't want no truth. You're scared of black men like me because I won't bow. I won't let the white man control me. Don't you realize that if I was a good nigga, I'd be all over national TV, on mainstream TV? If I played the weak game, I'm as good as anybody that you're going to see on TV, radio, anywhere. But we can't put a Thaddeus Matthews, who is not an ass-kissing nigga, that we can appoint to our agenda and he will not speak on certain things. We can't put him nationally the way he wants to be. Because he gonna tell Negroes in America the truth. Even in his harsh in the delivery. They listen to him. Why do you think the black politicians in Memphis mad at me? Many black pastors are mad at me. My message to you is fuck you. You wonder why I lived through my massive heart attack. I've lived through a stroke this year, and my voice is still as elegant and strong. This baritone is still able to come out of me. Is because God has an assignment to tell you the truth. I'm sorry that you can't deal with the truth, the harshness of who I am. I wish sometimes that I could do it differently. But if I did it differently, I wouldn't be me. I wish sometimes I didn't have to address some of the things the way I address them, but I wouldn't be me, and you wouldn't hear the truth. You would hear this sugar-coated bullshit that you get from your pastor on Sunday morning, the sugar-coated bullshit you get from your politician. I'm about to run out of power on Facebook. I got 7%. But I stand firm on what I believe. I'm 65 years old. What you gonna do to me? I ain't scared. And you can't do nothing to me, to this physical body of mine, unless God allow you to do it. My life, my being, my presence is in the hands of God. Ain't no pastor, no bishop, no elder, no politician. My life, whatever amount of time that I have left, is in the hand of God. That's the reason I worship God. That's the reason I love God. That's the reason I know that God takes my imperfections and He molds my imperfections into a perfect delivery to His people. I ain't gonna play to you that I'm holier than thou. I'm a rich undone. And if it was not for the grace of God, God could have got me when I had that massive heart attack, September the 9th. When He gave me, when I got a stroke in February, right before Valentine's Day. So don't worry about my relationship with God. Me and God are right. Worry about yours. Because, see, God ain't going to never ask you about me. Did you hear what I said? God is never going to ask you about me. And do whatever you want to do because he's still going to prepare tables for me in your presence. I gotta go. If you'd like to advertise on this show, the number is area code 901-949-3000. Area code 901-949-3000. The envious come at me, the jealous come at me. But if you have a business and you like what I do, support it. $1,000 to the end of the year. I don't give a damn what kind of business you got. Join me in the morning, 6 o'clock. If I'm in your areas of Mississippi, all down in the Delta, join me on your radio stations. I'm on 4 radio stations in that area. Or go to the TuneIn app. Put in WAGR 102.5. I'll be there at 6 o'clock if the Lord says the same. And at 5:30 that clock goes off. I'll make my way up these steps. About 2 feet from where I am right now. I'll sit at my radio console and just do what I do. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. God keep you. Let him hold you tonight in the very hollows of the hand, of his hand. If you enjoyed the show and you want to give towards this particular ministry, and this is ministry, the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, go to the Cash App, $ Naked Truth Ministries. Top of the evening to you.